It's Shelley from Attic and Alley. It's Tutorial Tuesday on a Friday, but I'll video on Tuesday. We're going to do image transfer. I had a couple of requests for that, and it's something that I've struggled with a little bit, so I thought it would be great to tackle it. First thing, get the project ready. This is a little half moon table that was my mom's, and a little while ago, a few months ago, Country Chic Paints had a promo on that if you had never tried their product before, you could download a coupon and go to your local retailer and get a free little jar of your choice of color. So I jumped on that bandwagon and I went down to Reloving Furniture in Langford, and I picked out this color called Reloving Shannon and painted it up, distressed it, and kind of fell in love with the process. So haven't put the paintbrush down since. So anyway, here's our graphic. So first step, go to graphicsfairy.com, thegraphicsfairy.com. She's got thousands of free printable graphics to download. Really great selection. Remember that you're going to be putting your graphic face down, so you want to get the version, download the version that is in reverse. I think pretty much all of hers have that option. Okay, so I printed this off on my printer. My printer's an inkjet printer. Inkjet doesn't work for image transfers that I've been able to successfully do. So I took the inkjet copy down to our local copy center, and for 70 cents they printed it up with their laser printer on this nice big piece of paper. Okay, so you could do that. Then get your liquid gel, no, this is a matte gel medium that I'm going to use to stick the graphic to my little table. You need a little sponge brush and a handy dandy credit card or a pointless Air Mile card like mine. So here we go. First thing to do is you could cut around your design, but that's going to leave you with sharp edges, and sometimes when you do your transfer, when you take the paper off, you're left with a little bit of a line. You don't really want that. So one tip that I got from the internet was to tear around your design so that you've got a feathered edge all around it. It'll be invisible pretty much when you take off your paper. So we're just gonna do that. So we've got a nice feathery edge going on here. If you were concerned about being sure that your image is going to be in the center of your project, you might want to take a pencil and mark the center of your table, and then maybe the back of your graphic, mark the center again. But this is pretty small. I think I can eyeball it. Okay, so we got that done. We're going to take our matte gel medium and just give a nice, generous layer here on the table on your piece of on your project. One thing that I did, a mistake, and I learned that I should share, is that if you have a wax finish or really a finish of any kind on your project, this process is not going to work. So I did that, and I had to go over it with a sanding block. Added a little distressing by doing that, and redo the project because it just all came off. So we've got our matte gel medium. Because it's matte, it doesn't matter if it's over the edges of the actual graphic. That's not going to show, it's going to dry flat. So I'm just going to eyeball it. I'm going to put it down right here. I'm going to call that center. And then we just want to start rubbing it out to the edges. If you had a brayer, that would be great, a little roller thingy. I don't have that, so time for the pointless Air Miles card to come out. and just smooth from the center out, get rid of any bubbles, and you're just making sure that that ink is touching the surface. It's connecting with that matte medium. And just going to do this. Now, this is the hard part, is you have to wait for it to set. One video said you could put your piece into the oven at a low temperature for 2 hours, but I don't think it's going to fit. So I'm going to leave it overnight, and we'll come back tomorrow for the easy peasy reveal and thumbs up that it's going to work. Okay, so I've let this dry overnight. You're going to get yourself a little bowl of water and a soft cloth. I'm using an old t-shirt. And get it pretty wet. And we're just going to come over and start letting the water seep through and gently rub. The first time I tried this, I had a cloth that had a bit of a nap to it. It was a bit rough, and it rubbed off the graphic. So this time I'm using a very soft t-shirt, and we're just going to keep rubbing. Oh, that's good. I put my graphic on upside down. So there's a lesson. Double check your graphic before you put it on that it's not upside down. That's okay. It'll be cute for the person who is sitting at the table or beside the table. They can see it. And looks like it's working, folks. Gentle, and just, you can even take your fingers and rub it, and it'll keep coming off. All this, you'll have like a little bit of it'll look like a bit of a light colored shadow almost, if there's any paper left that you've missed, so you can easily go back and get that. Too bad I put it on upside down, hey? That's okay, you can learn from my mistakes. But the laser print is your key to having it work. So that's important. I haven't tried a lot of other methods. There are other methods of image transfer, but I just wanted to show you one. If I come across one that is faster, that we don't have to wait overnight, I'll let you know. I'll do another part 2. But for now, this is how it's going to go. So I'm just going to keep rubbing on this. We're going to stop the video. I'll keep rubbing gently and get it done and show you the finished product. Okay, right. Okay, so here's the finished product down there. And I think it's pretty cute. So I definitely would recommend trying to keep your matte medium on just the area that you are trying to transfer. I had a little bit left over in areas that I didn't realize, and it just left a little ridge. So I took a super fine sanding block and I just gently sanded those areas. So you can't see them now, I can't feel them. And I'm just going to take some clear wax and I'm going to go over it and show you what that looks like when we're all done. Okay, so I wanted to show you what it looks like. I'm using Fat Beeswax Polish Wax. It's a great product. This is their, they call it natural, so it's clear. And you can see how it just brought out the color in the paint. I'll continue with the other side. So you don't use a lot, but you do want to get it over the entire surface. And this is going to protect your project, and it's also going to give it a little bit of, just a little bit more character. So once it's all over, then I just turn to a clean spot on my cloth. You're using a lint-free cloth here, and buff it up. Now if you wanted it shinier, take an old pair of nylons and just keep buffing until it gets to the point that you are happy with it. But I'm pretty happy with it right there. So, image transfer. Not so hard, not so easy. Let me know if you have any questions. Can you look at me now? Thank you. My cameraman loved the project. So let me know if you have any questions, and post your projects if you do some. Love to see them. Thanks. See ya.